I'm Tom Morris, and this is Ways of Knowing. Many factors come into play when considering the basis of what we know. Every thought, opinion, statement, and argument relies on a way of knowing. The study of knowledge, epistemology, sets out to rationalize the approaches of inquiry to establish the notion of knowledge. Within the 17th century lived mathematician, scientist, though most notably philosopher René Descartes. As if inventing the Cartesian plane and the power symbol used all through maths wasn't enough, he then decided to go on and become the renowned father of modern philosophy. Descartes pioneered the abstract study of epistemology with his thesis, Meditations on False Philosophy. He became so invested in his ideology regarding the human mind, he suggests all negatives related to the human race result from a misuse of the mind. It's not enough to have a good mind. Before considering the method of doubt, one must completely rid their mind of all previously held beliefs. In the search for an absolute truth, a bad belief can be compared to a mouldy apple within a basket of apples. It is imperative to remove all mouldy apples from the basket to prevent the spread of mould to the good apples. Likening this to reality, one must remove all false convictions to prevent them from spreading to other beliefs. Descartes expresses that individuals must get rid of all beliefs capable of being met with any degree of doubt. Descartes stresses there are irrational beliefs individuals hold from their childhood. He believes they threaten rational convictions we hold throughout our life. For example, the general idea surrounding Santa Claus would threaten held beliefs of a rational sense. It would then become possible in their beliefs for a supernatural cause to also exist. Descartes stresses the importance of abandoning such beliefs. Unlike the basket of apples theory, Descartes believes we should remove these false convictions to prevent the spread to other convictions. A clear conscience is necessary to find true convictions. Our senses are prone to be tricked. We often do this for fun. 3D movies, virtual reality, optical and audio illusions. However, when can we be sure our senses aren't being tricked? It proposes the idea that our senses and knowledge are separate. Consider René Descartes' bowl of wax theory. Descartes gave an example in which he sits in front of his fire with a bowl of wax on his table. The wax is hard, it's green, and it makes a noise when struck and smells like flowers. Though after some time, the fire melts the wax, and with it, all of Descartes' previous observations of the wax have now changed. The wax is now a liquid, it smells burnt, and doesn't make a noise when struck. Is it still the same bowl of wax? How could Descartes know, without indubitable conviction, it's the same bowl of wax? All of the previous properties attributed to the wax have now changed. The situation demonstrates how our senses can't always be trusted. Dreaming. The difference between reality and dreaming was then investigated by Descartes. As noted by Descartes, many vivid dreams can be compared to that of a real experience. In regard to this theory, it is entirely possible to doubt the certainty of the physical realm. Reality may only be a fabrication of vivid dreams. Many philosophers oppose this notion by asserting the coherence of consciousness. The physical world is far more coherent than dreaming. Opposing these statements, Descartes goes on to conceptualize everything we perceive within this reality may be merely nothing more than a fanciful construction of the mind's imagination. Within his thesis, Meditations on First Philosophy, Descartes goes on to consider the possibility of a supernatural entity with the malicious intent of deceiving us. So pretty much the Matrix movies. Traditionally, many hold beliefs in a divine creator, God. Descartes proposes if such a being were to exist, it is lacking in virtue. I will suppose, therefore, that no God who is supremely good and the source of truth, but rather some malicious demon of the utmost power and cunning, has employed all his energies in order to deceive me. Descartes stresses, what may be thought to have been an indubitable truth, such as 1 + 1 = 2, may actually be incorrect, as the evil demon could be deceiving our minds to believe a false truth. Under the scrutiny of the method of doubt, Descartes soon realized any conviction he had failed to remain indubitably correct, as the evil demon could have deceived him to believe anything. This leads on to cogito ergo sum. Translating to, I think, therefore I am. A popular phrase heard by millions throughout history that has significantly impacted the ideologies of Western philosophy. This popular short phrase was devised by Descartes to rationalize his very existence. He conceptualized, in order to dream, one must have the ability to think. On a further note, to be susceptible to that of a malevolent genius, one must be. This theory suggests one must exist in a form one way or another. On this basis, we obtain certain knowledge, the absolute certainty of one's existence, and all skepticism is defeated. Whether it's through reassessing our senses, deconstructing the notion of dreaming, or considering the possible deceit of reality brought upon by the evil demon, Descartes' method of doubt gives its audience the tools to recognize their weak and/or false convictions. The method also teaches readers to utilize these tools to stay skeptical of our very reality and find an indisputable truth one can hold on to for the rest of their life. Thank you for listening.